Dear Future Enoch, there are a lot of scams going around these days, and if there's anybody who's paranoid about being scammed, it's me. I'm highly skeptical of anything to ask for my money or my information, and if those things come through asynchronous formats or online, there's time to do due diligence. But there's one method I particularly dislike: door-to-door sales. You're sort of put up on a spot when you're being drilled at your own door, and the pressure makes it more likely you'll pay up or make impulsive decisions. Not all door-to-door sales are scams, but even the legitimate ones leave a bad taste in my mouth. Because 2 weeks ago, the week my parents went on vacation, I had a door knocker appear at my doorstep, claiming to be fundraising for the local hospital. He's young, claimed to be an '04 baby, so about 6 years younger than me. Anyways, I was skeptical and hesitant at first, but he seemed legitimate, so I confirmed my name and email address with him. Not too sensitive information. How it worked is that he would enter my details into a web form on an iPad, and then call a number, which I presume was connected to the charity, and the person on the other end would confirm the details with me. I cautiously went along until it came time to pay, and then they asked for my credit card number. I never give my credit card number over the phone to anyone. So I declined and refused to go any further, and the person on the other end seemed a bit stumped, as if they didn't have a protocol on what to do if a person got this far and then decided to back out. I asked if there was an online form because I'd rather make payments online, and the person on the other end said that they actually discouraged using the online form because they didn't want to have to pay the extra fees. The guy at the door tried to convince me to continue, as apparently he gets credit for every new donor he recruits, but I was not convinced. Look, I get why merchants want to skip the fees, but this is a strange way of going about it. Having me recite my credit card number to a 20-year-old at my doorstep and a stranger on speakerphone? Too many red flags, so I declined. I did look online, and my hospital is doing door-to-door fundraising in my area, so I'm guessing that whole process was probably legitimate. Well, I had my doubts when 20 minutes later, the same guy rang my doorbell to show me the online form on his phone, but also pretty pleased trying to convince me to do it through him. I said no. I got suspicious when he rang my doorbell a third time and didn't answer. Well, couldn't answer because I was cooking, but I did see him briefly at my neighbor's doorstep. Maybe it was legitimate, but the whole experience left such a bad taste in my mouth that I don't even think I'll go for the online form. This whole kerfuffle of trying to avoid transaction fees by getting me to recite my credit card number at my doorstep over the phone has backfired by ensuring they're not getting a cent from me. Because this whole process was way too awkward and uncomfortable for me. There's a cost of legitimacy, and as unpalatable as it may be, you can't fault people for being vigilant when there are scams and frauds everywhere. It should just be a cost of doing business. Every charity, every nonprofit, every NGO that I have ever donated to has allowed credit card donations via a secure online form with no door-to-door badgering to pay over the phone. Some even have the option of paying extra to cover the administrative fees, which solves the whole problem. And again, it's not that I'm stingy. Is that I don't want my money going to a scammer while being duped that I'm making the world a better place. Because bad guys don't want to pay the fees either. If you're running a charity fundraiser, please consider this. People are willing to pay extra to cover the fees. Future Enoch, I'll see you next week.